technically good morning, because when you're seeing this, it is still the evening of the day before. But obviously now you're looking at it on day 97 of the vlog. Mum's got our naan breads or pizzas all set up here, so I'm going to show you sort of the ingredients we've got. So I'm going to put tomato puree on mine, and then we've got ham, mushrooms, tomatoes. Not a massive fan of pepperoni, but I might add a bit, and then some cheese there as well. So going to get Mum's input on this because I'm not sure how much paste and puree or whatever to put on. So yeah, next time you see me, you'll see the finished version before it goes in the oven. Right, so the puree and stuff is on. Let's put tomatoes on as well. Which is a bit weird, doesn't it? Tomato puree and tomato. Got a bit of cayenne pepper. And I need to rip the ham up a little bit. I've got sticky hands. So presentation's probably not going to be great if I'm being honest. So there we are. Just eating a bit of pepperoni. So I've got one slice of that there. Bit of mozzarella, mushroom, ham, oregano, cayenne pepper, tomato. Just everything. So yeah, 10 minutes apparently. Can't wait. Look at that. That looks good, doesn't it? Right. Most importantly though, it's the taste test. I'm excited. This is my recommendation, by the way. That's heaven. And hot. I forgot I put spicy pepper on it. Well, I could eat this about 5 or 6 times all over. Right, that's enough now. Time to get on with the real training. Right, so my latest sort of weird thing. Essentially, I'm going through so much Cairo felt at the minute. So what I've done is I've actually attached tape to my Cairo felt, because obviously I try and take it off every so often. And then I'm just sticking it in the places I need. So I've still got some on my foot anyway. But yeah, I'm having to tape the Cairo felt back on my feet, which is mad, isn't it? But I can't keep buying any more. But I keep squashing it so quickly. So that one's on. It's losing its stick. And then this one goes on the back there. And to be honest, once I put my sock on, it sticks down again anyway. So yeah, covered in Cairo felt and tape. Everyone's going to think I've got loads of injuries. It's just sort of pressure points more than anything. But if it stops the pain, I'm doing no impact today anyway. I'm going to go to the gym and do a long cross trainer workout. But I'm going to get AI to just give me some ideas, because sitting on a cross trainer, looking at the same wall for a bit, I do need inspiration. And it certainly inspired me yesterday. So let's see what it says. So what do I have written down for the things to do today? So as I said, I'm going to do a gym session. I want to do a bit of incline stuff because, again, there's obviously going to be a few hills on the day. So I want to make sure I've done a bit of hill work without the impact. So I'm going to do that this morning and come up with some games, as I'm just about to find out. During my walk this morning, I'm going to give you a little bit more info around my ultra, because I had an email yesterday, had my e-ticket arrive yesterday, which told me my bib number, confirmation of my start time, where everything is, and essentially I want to go live at some point. I want to do a live YouTube video at some point, so I'll sort of schedule a stream. So if anyone wants to join that one, that would be great. I'll do my podcast today. I've called it The Extra Mile. That's going to be the name of it, and it's going to have 10 things I've learned during this challenge. I'm going to do some science or magic tricks today. Be interested to see how they go. I've got 3 in mind. Learn something new. We're going to practice to see if I can learn some German. I'm going to go on Google Translate, guess what it says, and then we'll translate it back to English and just see how close I was to what I actually said. Have a go with some sewing as well today. It's a very exciting day today. Good morning. Can you give me some ideas of games to play while I'm on the elliptical trainer today?
Good morning. That's a great way to keep things fun while working out. Here are a few game ideas that can make your elliptical session feel faster.
At least they've got some
music-based challenge. Pick a playlist with a variety of tempos. Challenge yourself to match your pace to the beat of each song. Speed up during fast songs and slow down during slower ones.
That's okay.
2. Interval training game. Set a timer with different intervals, e.g. 30 seconds fast, 1 minute slow. Try to win by pushing yourself during each fast interval and let your body rest during the slower ones. 3. Virtual tour game. Imagine you're traveling through different places. Each time you reach a certain distance, pick a new destination or theme, e.g. the Grand Canyon, a tropical island.
It's literally just sent me this Word document in seconds, a half an hour workout. This one's a bit easier. This is like a proper one, so like climbing a mountain. I think that's going to be good for me because I'm going to be climbing a lot of hills in the next few days. So let's give that a try at the gym today. I can't believe I'm walking in shoes as sliders at the minute. So these are the 2-in-1 trainers I was showing you the other day. Put the soles down because of my ankle rubbing here. Obviously no pain now. And I love this lace system. As I said, you just twist it until it makes that sort of tightening noise. And honestly, I walked in them last night, no issues at all. So at this rate, if they keep going really well, they are going to be the ones I walk on the day. So I'll have the pink shoes. These might be the other ones. I'm really impressed. Take them to the gym now, see how they go this morning, and yeah, start making a decision soon. It's time to sort of give a bit of info now, a little bit of info about sort of the event day. So if anyone does want to follow me along, you know where to look. So I had an e-ticket email yesterday. Definitely 7 o'clock I'll start. I'm going to start in a wave of about 300 other people. My bib number, very easy to remember, it is 1010. So 1010 or 1010. So yeah, easy one to remember that. The app you can sort of track me on is called Live Trail. Now it's not currently on there. It says it's going on there Friday, so I think that's tomorrow rather than next Friday. But essentially you'll be able to sort of see my progress on there. Yeah, and then supporters can. I've got supporter pass, so mum and dad would be in sort of the main rest stops essentially to sort of give me bits that I need. So 25k, then 58k, but there are little toilet stops in between. So planning to sort of run 40k if I can, and yeah, just kind of just tick along really, you know. So I'm not going for any sort of speed or anything like that. If I need to take longer at certain places, I will. I'll have a lanyard and stuff. I get to pick my registration pack up the day before. So essentially, it's just, you know, so ticking along really. And yeah, just hopefully have a good day. But as I said, 7 o'clock start. In terms of finish time, got no idea because of that. I think it's going to be the middle of the night. So yeah, I don't expect anyone to be up at that time watching me. But as I said, if you do want to track along, I'll put some more info on some pictures now for you, and then yeah, if you do want to come join me on the journey, that'd be great. Just heading back from the gym now. I'm up to sort of 27,000 steps. I haven't put the hill things up at all. I'm still walking in them like they're sliders, but they just wrap around perfectly. So I ended up just staying on the treadmill today and planning to run tomorrow. So I'll probably do that cross-trainer workout then because I just felt so good. Just didn't want to come off, which is a really good sign. So yeah, really happy with that. I think in terms of when I actually do the filming on the day, I'm thinking of probably doing a little sort of update every 10k and then maybe at the main rest stops, because I was just thinking my battery is already down to 30% today and I've barely filmed. So I'm definitely going to need to take a power bank as well, but maybe need to take 2 at this rate. So yeah, but that's my plan at the minute. Try and still do the vlogs on the day, but maybe do a little 10k update for everyone. So yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can get a decent enough power bank to keep me going anyway. I just want to say a huge thank you as well to Mike and Jackie, Robert and Andrew as well for your donation. Again, I know obviously you've been sort of family friends with us for a long time since I've known you, and we're also very lucky to call you neighbours as well. You know, ultimately this challenge and the charity I'm doing it for, THINK18, it's all about community. As I said, I'm very grateful to live in such a great community, and yeah, obviously having you as neighbours, having your support on our doorstep as well is always great. And I said I appreciate all the support you've given me over the years, whether that's in, running or darts or, CV help, being a reference or whatever. It's all very much appreciated. And as I said, I feel very lucky to be in a great community, and I'm glad you're part of that community as well. So yeah, thank you very much for the donation. Look forward to updating you on the day, and letting you know how we get on. I've seen my naan bread pizza at the start of this vlog, but actually I've got a different one now for lunch. So we've obviously heard about the vegan sausage roll at Greg's, which caused a lot of controversy. I'm now going to create a vegan hot dog with a flatbread, banana and peanut butter. So what I'm going to do, I'm literally just going to put the banana in whole. I love banana toasties, by the way, or banana in sandwiches. I think it's really nice. So let's do that. Got a spoon. I'm going to put a bit of peanut butter over my banana like so. Best bit is you get to the spoon. I'm going to move that down. So it literally looks like that at the minute. Not the nicest look, I know. I'm going to wrap it in. And that is my vegan sausage roll. Here we go. Look at that. Doesn't that look appetising? It tastes so good. Honestly, try banana in a sandwich. If you've never tried it, try it. It's really nice. You won't regret it. It's time to do the first thing of my taper sort of vlog for today. So I have used the extra tea stained bit of paper to write 10 things I've learned, and it's going to be my podcast, the first podcast episode. Essentially it's a little bit of a trial really, because I'm thinking of doing a podcast when I finish this, like a football one or a darts one, but I want to trial it first, see how it comes out. So this is the Extra Mile podcast. I think we need to do a running one while it's still a running challenge that I'm doing. So yeah, we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to try and upload it to YouTube, and then hopefully if you did really want to waste your time and listen to even more of me, hopefully you'll be able to listen to that podcast as well on top of this vlog. So yeah, let's see how it goes. For certain, you will be recognised. Honestly, the amount of times I go for a run and I go, I always see that person, or I always see that car number plate. I always see that person at the gym. Well, that's because I'm always there as well, because you're out training so much. It's amazing how many times you see the same people on the same cars. And honestly, they must be thinking the same. It's always that person. So you might become a bit of a local celebrity. But the best thing is if you do see them, I've had 3 or 4 people that have said, I always see you. And that's how, if you're doing a fundraising challenge, you can sort of tell everyone what you're doing, and hopefully you get an extra couple of donations. I've done my podcast. I'm hoping now, I'm just about to upload it, but I need a picture, a logo. So it's pretty obvious what I've gone for, to be honest with you. I've got a pink running shoe with a sponge behind it. So I'm going to upload that with it, and that's going to be my podcast logo. Well, that's what I'm hoping anyway. Instant premiere. I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm quite that famous yet. But let's click publish and see what happens. Video published. But where is it? So, if I go on my YouTube, is it on there? How do I find my videos? Ah, there we go. The Extra Mile podcast. If you go on that, you can watch me. Perfect. Audio on that podcast is not great, but as I said, it was a trial run and I've got it up there, so I'm happy with that. Finally got my own podcast started as well, so perfect. Right, now though, I need to go on to my next thing. What did I say I was going to do today? Some science or / magic tricks. Okay, so I've got a few in mind here. They should be simple. Should be. But as we know, these things never go to plan. So one is going to involve looking at germs. So we're going to try the germ one first, and we'll see if it works. This is apparently a simple science experiment to show how washing your hands is important. So the first thing I need to do is I need to put some water in a bowl, like so. And then I'm going to add some pepper, which essentially is going to be my germs. So I'm just going to put some pepper in. Like so. Okay. Now, the theory is when I dip my finger in it without any antibacterial stuff on, it's not going to work. It's not going to move, which apparently is, well, I've just looked. It does. It doesn't move. Apparently, if I then put some like washing up liquid or whatever on my hand, it will then like separate, almost like the germs are scared of the antibacterial thing. So we'll give it a try. I'll turn the camera around so you can see me doing it, and yeah, let's hope it works. So you can see when I put my finger in, actually it is moving a little bit. I wonder if that's because I just put my hand in, I got the washing up liquid with it, right. So that kind of works. Now let me just put the phone down just for a second while I put some on the finger. Right. So as you can see, I've got some washing up liquid on my finger. Is it going to make everything move? It does. It does, doesn't it? Look at that. I'm very impressed. This is why you need to wash your hands. And that is a very good experiment. I found that on Twinkle, which is like a teaching website. I can't believe that's worked. That's the first experiment and it's gone well. Let's see if the other two go just as well. So what I've done now is you can see I've coloured in with some felt tip pens on a tissue, just like some multicolours. Apparently there's this thing with water called capillary action. If you stick this in water, hopefully it's going to rise. All the colours are going to rise up, hopefully to the top of the tissue. I'm not sure this is going to work, but we'll see. I've probably done it wrong. I haven't really looked it up very much, so fingers crossed. Let's hope this works. Here we go. Is it going to rise up? Sort of. I reckon if I'd coloured it in a bit more, it would have done, but I'll stick it in a bit more. I don't think that's working now, is it? It's sort of... I don't know. Has that worked? Scientists out there, tell me. It's kind of just dripped off the bottom now, but it was kind of rising. Last experiment may or may not work because you can do it with water where it's more effective, but we're going to just try without water. Iron in food. So iron is very important for people. It's sort of, I think it's in your blood. It helps, I think a lot of people who are deficient in iron get dizzy and faint. So you need it in your blood. It carries oxygen, I believe. This crunchy nut has iron in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to crunch it up really, really small. And then I'm hoping I can extract the iron from it with a little magnet. And you'll be able to see it stuck to the top of it. So that's the plan. If it doesn't work, we'll try it properly with a bag another day. So let's give it a try. Let's see if I can get some iron out of this cereal and prove it actually does have iron in. I don't think this is going to do anything, is it? This isn't going to work. Is there anything on there? I don't think so. Yeah, I couldn't be a science teacher, could I? Let's just rub it in and just see what happens. No idea. Up like so, and then add water. I won't use any more cereal than this, or my dad probably wouldn't buy me trail mix then, because I know this cereal isn't cheap. But if it works, I can be happy. What I've got to do now is apparently I've got to leave it to sit for an hour. So I've got two magnets. I've got to flip the bag over so it sits on top of the magnets, and then hope it's going to work. So I'll go and do some sewing in the meantime while I wait for this to complete. To be honest with you, sewing is certainly not my strong point. I'm not even sure what I do now. I've threaded the needle. I've tried to tie it at the back, but it doesn't work. So I'm going to try and just stick a bit of K-tape on the end and just hope that stops it from falling out. We'll see. Some K-tape on the end, Now, the thing is, what am I going to sew into? My mum said this to me the other day. So, what are you going to do it with? One of my used foot pads. I'm going to see if I can do a runner's stitch through this and just see how it comes out. I've got no idea. I really don't know how to. I remember at school using a sewing machine and I broke that. So now I haven't got anything to help me. Who knows? That's pretty good, isn't it? It's not focusing still, but I'm just going to try and make a box or something and just see how it turns. I'm genuinely chuffed with myself here. This is went a little bit wrong there. I don't quite know why that bit of fabric sort of come out like that, but apart from that, it's fine. I think this would be a pass in an exam. K-tape has worked perfectly. Really has. I'm getting a bit lazy now though. Have you noticed my stitches are getting bigger and bigger? But this is very therapeutic. Jenny might take this up. Like, genuinely. When mum says, oh, you got a hole in your socks or whatever, I'll say, don't worry. I'll do it. Look at that. I've made a square. I don't know what I'm going to put in it, but I've made a square with a used foot pad that's been in my sweaty, it's been on my feet and whatever, stuck together with stitching that's been held, the thread's been held by K-tape. Chuffed. This may even top the AI stuff I did yesterday. Can't wait to see this serial experiment. But before we do that, I need to practice some language. I'm going to try and do a bit of a test, see how much German I know. I've never learned German, so we're going to try and do a bit of a Google Translate test before I start learning a language. So I'm on a page, as we're talking about, or I did a podcast about sort of the 10 things I've learned. I'm going to do Google Translate. Now I'm going to turn this into German and see if I can guess what the 10 things are that it actually is that they think. Because I haven't looked. I've deliberately not looked. Let's go down to German. So I've put down what I think the 10 points are. And let's have a look what they've put. So that's the first one. It says pass Dean something an. And I've said time passes slowly. I think pass might be to do with time. Community off is the only thing I kind of saw there. So I think it's to do with community spirit. Third one says about snacks and bischen, which I think must be take snacks and biscuits. I reckon that's got to be like a beret, so like wear the right clothing. 5, I think like strung. I'm thinking something to do with guitar, so I've put play music or have like music headphones. 6, where it says plain, I think it might be like plan a strategy because that looks like strategy. 7, I think that's got to be like mental strength for looking at that. 8, I put take a, what have I put there? Take a mobile, take a phone. Handwriting's terrible. 9, be with a friend. And 10, take confirmation. So let's translate and see how close I was. But not too bad for the first one. Adjust your time goals. Well, time passes slowly. Okay. Community spirit. Well, forge a bond with the community. Yeah, kind of. Eat snacks and run a little. Okay, well, I've got snacks and biscuits. Be prepared, wear the right clothes. Well, I guess. 5, practice with your gear, play music. Okay, yeah, that wasn't quite right. 6, nutrition and hydration, plan ahead. Well, that's rubbish, Harry, isn't it? 7, mind over matter, build mental strength. Well, I'm giving that. 8, embrace the pain cave. I said take a mobile, so yeah, that's not true. Make new friends was 9, be with a friend. And never say never, I thought was take confirmation. I have to say, it's better than I thought. I've probably got about 3 out of 10 there. So I've never done German before, so maybe that's a language I need to learn. Right, let's go and have a look if this cereal has had all the iron taken out of it. Okay, so here we go. So I've taken the magnets off and turned it around. Are we going to see any... There's nothing. I thought we were going to see like a big solid lump of iron. No, that experiment has failed. I've wasted some nice cereal there, but yeah, if anyone can tell me, anyone's done this experiment before, tell me what I've done wrong. Did I need to scrunch it up more? Did I don't know. I left it for an hour. It was going so well. So yeah, that's it for today. Back on the home treadmill. Yeah, it's been a really important one for my ankle actually. As I said, I've had a rub on the side of it, and I don't think it's really been the shoes, but where the rub's been there, anything that's been touched it's been uncomfortable. So these slider shoes, these slider trainers, giving it a real rest today. They are quite hard, so I put another insole in just to see if that helps take a bit of the strain off. But yeah, it's really, really helped, so I'm really glad about that. Thought the experiments went well. I think the podcast was okay as well, thanks to those that have already watched it, because I haven't shared it anywhere. And yeah, just, I said, it's just nice to try some new things, and things that I probably wouldn't normally do anyway. So one more thing that's really important still on the timetable, though, is plan a dream business. So that is the plan tomorrow. Got an idea in mind, that's for sure. But going to do a little run, short run tomorrow. Gym, walk, just the usual stuff actually really again tomorrow, but again nothing too much, just very relaxed because it's another day down, another day closer. So yeah, it's under 10 days now, very scary, but as I said, I'm in a good mood and I appreciate everyone who's still supporting me, and views seem to be going up, so thank you to everyone who is watching these, whether you watch 1, 5, 10. I hope you're enjoying them, and yeah, hopefully there'll be some more exciting ones to come. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you later.